Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. I've been using Trading Different for a couple of days and I had to say I'm pretty impressed. This is going to be both a quick review and comparison with the competition. We have Glasnow, we have hyblockcapital. Both of them offer levels of liquidation. Do not confuse this with looking at the order book. This is different than seeing where the orders are. Trading Different focuses on where are the large liquidation levels. In this video, I'm also going to show you very big differences in the way how Trading Different offers this data, advantages that I want to highlight. It's been only 2 days of using it, so I hope this early review is going to be useful for you. First of all, let's look at the competition. CoinGlass offers outstanding value for free. We cannot deny that. For example, we have the exchange liquidation map that can show us up to 30 days of data. The limitation is that you cannot see more than 30 days. Therefore, it creates a massive bias among traders across all social networks, thinking that, for example, now there's only big liquidity to the upside. And we're going to see how on Trading Different, that's not necessarily the case. If you go to Coin and you hover liquidation, you're going to find this for many different assets. And that's a big advantage of CoinGlass. I know that Trading Different doesn't have too many coins, but on their defense as well, the coins that they have are very well supported. I'm going to show you massive advantages that no other platform currently is offering you to be able to see, which can make a huge difference when it comes to live trading, scalping, and when you really need to react to critical data. CoinGlass is going to give you a very good overview of where the big chunks are located, and I typically use it in higher time frames just to see where is my support and resistance, what levels are attracting the price. I also go to the heat map. Recently, they included a model 2. The heat map is going to show you those areas that are packed in such a way that you can see how these are being created and how they're being taken as well. This is the chart that you want to see when you want to understand whether that level is still there or is it gone. You can also increase this. In this case, you can go up to 1 year. And the lowest time frame is 12 hours, which currently is showing 57.8 on Bitcoin. If we go to hyblockcapital, now we enter the territory of the paid platforms. I have a big discount on the description if you want to have a look as well. These guys have stepped up their game in a way incredible. In the past month, they created this terminal that you can put as many charts as you want. You can go creative and find all sorts of sources of data. The way I use it is I put it on the yearly, this on the 6 months, and then on a lower time frame. And there you go. You have to refresh these charts every now and then. They don't auto update, which is another deficiency that currently you have on hyblockcapital. If you want to stay up to date and leave this in a monitor, there's a shortcut here that every now and then you can click. Sometimes you have to refresh the full screen, and there you go. Now I have fresh data, but you can see that this is just a snapshot with the exception of the chart. The other things are not updating in real time. Alright, so let's go to Trading Different. This is the reason you are in this video. If we hover at the top, you're gonna find some templates. I am not familiar with all of them. I've been flipping between scalping and swing trading. These templates affect two things: the time frame of the chart and the pools that you have selected. What are the pools? The pools are the chunks of liquidity coming from people that are leveraged at different levels. Some people are at 25x, 10x, 5x, and 3x. You can manually select them and start removing the 5x's and 10x's until you get to the highest level of leverage. These guys got lucky with the 25x and they still have opened the position at 73k, which is probably giving them a huge return, but this is going to act like a magnet and probably one day the price is going to come and hunt that liquidity. When you select lower levels of liquidation, the liquidations start getting further away from the price, because if someone enter a position here with 3x, probably they have the stop loss somewhere here, but their account is probably gonna get liquidated if the price was to pump to only 83k, so further away from their entry. In here, you can see that some people open positions for a long here with a 3x, and probably their account gets liquidated somewhere here, That's why this red starts coming in, and that's why we have all this liquidity, and now we are creating new liquidity around 44K. Notice as well that there's some sort of automatic toggle here that normalizes the data in the chart. So when you put in more data, some reds are gonna turn into orange or vice versa. The point is that if something is red, is the largest liquidity of what you're currently displaying in the screen. For example, here there is no liquidity, but if you get very close, you start seeing some levels coming in. That is thanks to this automatic grouper that is trying to keep things tidy when you zoom out and zoom in. At the moment, I'm using Binance for hour. These are the symbols that are available. You can see that it's a very limited number of symbols, but the big advantage is with Bybit in Binance, I believe they support up to 1 second time frame with liquidation levels. That is something that I have very rarely seen in any other platform. If you're just stepping in for the first time, I suggest that you go to Scalping. This is going to change the time frame to 5 minutes. In the past days, I've been looking at this chart very closely, and I noticed that when the price was dumping, came straight for all this chunk of liquidity from 56 to 54, and only when it ran out of motivation to continue going lower, started pumping back into the higher liquidity. After this dump in here, the liquidity was located at around 59K, so the price had to go there. So all this green with this center in red was the motivation for the price to come back for a swing high. And interestingly, on that move, that created loads of liquidity. And as the price starts coming down in here, the liquidity started going into the red, and that has been the motivation for the price to go up to 60K. Notice that we now have liquidity right above the wick. That is kind of the mechanics of trading with leverage. Every time there is a big move to the downside, liquidity is created right above the entry, because those are the lucky people that manage to enter this short and that are still in the money with the position open. As the price starts curving like this, it tells us that some of them are starting to close their positions. That is the mechanic that attracts the price once again to potentially go closer to this area to take that liquidity once again. And the story is a rinse and repeat constant. If you want to know what attracts the price for escaping from this range, because we are only seeing the 5 minutes, so we are seeing all the stimulus to do those swings in the 5-minute time frame. If we go to swing and we change this to BTC, now we're gonna see the big picture. We're gonna see why the price crashed all the way to here. We're also gonna see how much liquidity has been piling up on the top end. So overall, I find this tool really useful. I haven't had time to look into other assets, but you can also explore those. You can explore the high frequency, which I told you, you can see things in the 1 second. There's a backtesting group here, which I'm still not fully familiar with it. And the BTC supplier model, which is very interesting, includes the ETFs and a lot of extra real-time data. The team of Trading Different is located in Argentina. I approached them to ask them if I can try their tool. They kindly allowed me to try it for free. So this video is for 2 reasons. I'm making it, number 1, because I'm actually using the tool every day. I have it non-stop running on this monitor here on my left-hand side. But also they are such an amazing team. They created this tool before hyblockcapital and before Glasnow that introduced this sort of charts very recently, and I think there is an advantage on seeing the liquidation levels in real time. If you are interested to give it a try, go and look at my link in the description, get a 15% discount. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you have any questions, or if you want to correct anything I say wrong in this video as well, since I'm a newbie in the tool, but I'm really enjoying it. See you on the next one, take care, bye bye.